Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Toppa Field here in Newport, Rhode Island, where the Salve Regina University Seahawks will be taking on the AMCATs of Anna Maria College in a non-conference men's soccer matchup. Hello again and welcome. I am Andy Pizzelli bringing you the call here tonight. A gorgeous evening here in Newport, Rhode Island. The Seahawks playing on Toppa Field here today. There was a threat of rain last night and earlier this morning because of the passing Hurricane Dorian, and the grass field that the Seahawks usually play on Brother Reynolds didn't want to chop that up. So here on the turf for the first time this year, the Seahawks 1-0-1 on the season. They're 1-0 at home. Anna Maria, meanwhile, 2-1-0 on the young season. I'd like to welcome into the broadcast now my good friend Ryan Costa. Ryan, how are we doing here this evening?
Well, Andrew, it seems to be the calm after the storm here on this beautiful Saturday afternoon in Newport. Just a slight breeze from left to right, but other than that, weather is not going to be a factor today, that's for sure. But one thing we could look out for is the turf here at Toppa. Different bounce, different first touches. It's going to be interesting to look at who can get the better touch on the ball today.
Yeah, it'll be a much faster game. Seahawks look good in their home opener against New England College. And they've spent a lot of time practicing here on this turf field. As we said earlier, they played a lot of games here last year. So quite at home on turf and on grass are the Seahawks. In net for Anna Maria, Kyle Sherman, the freshman from Mount Laurel, New Jersey. This is his first start. He's played 24 minutes this year, made 2 saves in that time. Meanwhile, for Salve Regina, Nathan Reed gets his second start of the year. He's 1-0 on the season with 3 saves between the pipes for the Seahawks. As you said, Ryan, a gorgeous evening here in Newport. Seahawks wearing their home whites, blue shorts with blue and green numbers and letters and trim. Anna Maria wearing their road reds with white numbers. Seahawks will move right to left here in this first half. We're just about ready to go. Seahawks are coming off a tie against Bridgewater State. They trailed most of the way until Jacob Guerra in the 77th tied the game. The Seahawks outshot the Bears 2-0 in the overtime periods, but had to settle for the draw. But in that situation, when you're not playing up to snuff and trailing most of the day to fight your way back and get the tie, much better than the loss. Possession first for the Bears. Pressuring is Evan McDonald, and he pressures the AMCATs into a turnover. Up the far side, that's Hezekiah Adeye trying to drop it back. Seahawks knock the ball free. Chip to the near side. Hilby with it. Little stop and start. Moving to his right. He's going to let a shot go, and a diving save made by Sherman. Was able to hold on to it.
Yeah, right on the far sideline. It was McDonald and Winarski using the sideline to help him out on defense, create the turnover, and the Seahawks get the first shot of the game.
Long drive. That one off of Adeye. In the near corner, players jousting for it. Davies trying to knock it free. Medeiros can't get to it. Step 2 by the AMCATs. Adeye again trying to drop it back off to the point. Able to get around a man. That's Tedesco, and then he has it booted away from him to the far side out of play. And the AMCATs will throw in.
Looked like for a second that Adeye had a run on, but the ball just glanced off his shoulder and slowed the attack right down for the AMCATs.
Carney lost it. Seahawks will look to move it up the field. Driven down the far sideline. That one good on a line. And sprinting for it is Winarski. Down the right side, Winarski loses the ball at the goal line. And the Seahawks will have a corner. And that was a perfect ball down the line. And you talked about the difference between turf and grass, Ryan. I think out on Reynolds, that ball would have died somewhere around the 10 or 15. That one kept on rolling all the way down.
For sure, that ball kept on going, as you said, and Winarski had a long run. Good on him to catch up with it and force a corner.
McDonald off the corner, feeds it in front, and I think that's Sundell who drove it on the net high and wide.
It's a good first corner attempt. Going short, trying to catch the keeper by surprise. And they at least get the ball on net for another try on the corner kick.
McDonald with the kick again. This one short. Sundell again trying to roll it on the cage, and it goes wide. And another corner. Maybe third time's the charm here for Salve. McDonald will put it in. Trying to go far bar, headed once, away from trouble. Left on the ground, turning and shooting is Medeiros. Comes back near Guerra, and then the MCATs say enough of that and just drive it all the way back down the field. Davies heads it back out to midfield. Davies chasing after it now with Adeye along the near side. And the Seahawks will get it back.
That was probably Davies' best option there, just to kick the ball out of bounds. But the Seahawks will take the foul, so it will be their ball. But the Seahawks were behind the ball a little bit there as they were putting on some attacking pressure.
Evan McDonald settles it down near midfield. Looking to dance in a crowd. Trying to get around Amaru Carney. Salve will throw in now. Lob towards Sundell. Headed out of bounds by the Amcats. That's Simon Berry, junior from Londonderry, New Hampshire, knocking it out of play. Lobbed in front. And McDonald not able to square up the net. Here's Casey Kelly. Time and space for Kelly. Rolls it to Medeiros. Into the middle now, McDonald. Back to the far side. Costantino. Along for Ventura. Now right side. Guerra in front. Sundell wanting to touch it on the net, but the Seahawks are called offside. Good early pressure here, though, from Salve. Mostly testing that right side. That's where they won 3 straight corners. Guerra trying to pressure from behind. Adeye has it knocked away. Casey Kelly trying to get around Nick Lawrence. Excuse me, make that Caleb Wu. Winarski. Ventura. Costantino. Ball in stride now for Sundell. Sundell on the right side trying to play it in front. And it's shot high and wide by Evan Hilby.
Yeah, Hilby just cut right in towards the near post. Sundell sees that, tries to hit him. Just gets broken up. And the Seahawks will have to settle for another corner kick.
This time in the near side left. Evan McDonald to put it in play. Here's the kick. Line drive headed over the goal. I think it was Hilby who headed that one. Goal kick here for Kyle Sherman. Amcats 2-1 on the year. They beat Curry and Becker, and then lost 8-2 to Pine Manor. Ventura trying to sneak one through on the left side. Hilby disrupts it for a moment. Casey Kelly gathers it on the near side. Evan McDonald along the touchline. Back to Casey Kelly. Waiting now. McDonald sees a little opening. Walks it forward. Along to Guerra. Guerra stop and start. Darting into the middle. Lets it fly towards the net, and it goes wide.
Guerra had a good shot there. He had to create space on his own. He takes a couple touches, but he's right in the middle of the field. You got to take that shot. Unfortunately for the Seahawks, just not on net.
Kick driven over midfield. Ball played back to the near side. Kept in play by Isaiah Battle. Looking across it in front. Headed out high and then driven away from the cage. Almost out onto Middleton Ave by Caleb Wu. Goal kick here for Nate Reed. Kick from Reed sails over midfield. Headed back by the Amcats. Seahawks can't keep it in play. Anna Maria will throw in from the far side right in front of their own bench. Sundell trying to poke it to himself. Players go falling down, no call. Now running right side, here's Ventura. Trying to go towards the net, trying to roll across left side. Hilby with a chance on goal, and he scores! Hilby able to put it through the wickets on Kyle Sherman, and the Seahawks take the lead.
Well, this play starts with Sundell fighting off another Amcat. It was contact on both sides, so the referee are going to let him play, and sure enough, the Seahawks will take advantage as Ventura passes it off, and the Seahawks able to find the back of the net early on here.
First goal of the year for Hilby. Again, more contact. They're really letting him play out there. Another shot on net is blocked. That was Winarski. And the ball stays in play, right side. Trying to move it out high. Drive from Sundell goes off the field of play. They are really letting him play out there.
Yeah, and that aggressive style play really does benefit the Seahawks. The way they're playing defense, they are hustling to the ball no matter who gets it. They're trying to stay on top of it, and there's always going to be a little contact when you play like that.
Costantino has it poked free from him. Lobs it into midfield. Ball juggled around there. Here's Sundell. Poked away from him, out of play. Seahawks will throw in from in front of their bench. Into Noah Medeiros. Pressure coming from behind. He slides it across to Casey Kelly. A lot of space for Kelly. Chips it into McDonald. Trying to get it back to Guerra. And the ball ping-pongs around back to the keeper. And Sherman will hold for a kick. Kick bounces into Seahawk territory. Headed forward. Ventura ahead to Guerra. Trying to have the give and go there. Deflected by the Amcats. Salve will throw in. Costantino lobs it in deep towards the right corner. Headed, but it comes to Ventura. Ventura able to keep the ball alive. Dancing away is Carney on the far side, and he'll play it back to the keeper. On the ground, given away out high. Guerra trying to touch it back out in front. Hilby again with another chance, and he scores again! Guerra just played it on a hop in front. Hilby kind of tangled up, able to keep it alive, and he's got his second.
That was good communication. What a run there by Hilby. He recognizes the turnover that the Seahawks are going to get the ball right back facing the attacking net, and they're going to take advantage as Hilby just recognizes that, heads right towards the net, gets the ball bouncing right at his feet, and the one touch he needs sends it into the back of the net for his second goal on the day.
Two quick goals for Salve. They lead 2-0. And I'd say the Seahawks like playing here at Toppa. Medeiros trying to thread the needle to Sundell. Taken away by the Amcats, but Hilby all over the place. Pokes it to Guerra. Now McDonald. Seahawks looking to sprint up the field. Into space to Sundell. Settles it down. Across now to Ventura. Ventura. Pressured from behind. Able to turn around the defender. Now tripped up, and we get a foul call. A foul against the Amcats out near the 25. First foul call of the afternoon. Medeiros with a line drive towards the back bar, and it's fired wide. Casey Kelly looking for the one-timer.
And that was by design. A quick start for the Seahawks. Medeiros gives it to McDonald. McDonald returns the favor. And Kelly was headed right to the far post, but just couldn't get the header on net.
Casey Kelly down the near side, wide of McDonald. Seahawks turn it over. Kelly intercepts. Guerra lets it go by. Little chip pass to Hilby. Slid in the middle towards Guerra. He's got some daylight. Guerra angles it up top, leaves it for Medeiros. Chips it towards the net. And kicked away from the net by Sylvester Afori. Ventura trying to keep it in out high. And now Medeiros thrown to the ground by Hezekiah Adeye. And that's an easy call for the official to make. And we're going to stoppage. We're going to get a card here, or just maybe a warning from the official.
It looked like Medeiros initiated the contact. The difference was his hands were down by his side. Adeye got his hands up, placed him on Medeiros, and Medeiros goes down. That's going to get a call almost every time.
It was a good swim move by Adeye. Would have been fine a couple of hours ago when the Seahawks were playing Norwich Academy football, but not in this football. Free ball down the right side. Sundell sprinting to try and get there. Is able to keep it in play. And then it's poked away from him, and a corner. Great hustle there from Dana Sundell.
Not only that, but the touch just to keep it in. Got it right on the line. That ball did not move right after he touched it, and he's able to win a corner.
Evan McDonald in the far corner left side. Swings the leg. Ball driven high. Headed straight down and away from the goal. And that was Casey Kelly in the fray there. Couldn't put it on target. Another corner. McDonald goes quick this time. Lobs it towards Medeiros, and his header goes wide. And goal kick coming here for Kyle Sherman.
Looked like that play was intended for Kelly as he was going towards the far post. The ball just sails over his head right to Medeiros.
Medeiros trying to drive it forward to Sundell. And he's onside. Sundell, left side. Little stutter step to the net. Rolls it on the goal, and a big save made there by Sherman. Holding strong against that left pipe. Here's Medeiros out high. Sends it all the way across the field. Costantino with space. Now tries to chip it towards the net, and it's wide of Sundell and out of play.
Yeah, it was a good short side try there by Sundell. As a keeper, you don't really expect a shot from that type of angle. You have to respect it, but also you got a whole other side of the net that you have to worry about. Put him in an awkward position, but a good save by Sherman.
Right now, it's a 16-1 shot advantage for Salve. 7-0 in shots on goal. Not surprising that the Seahawks are leading 2-0.
And they're generating a lot of their attacking opportunities from defense. They are winning the ball in the attacking zone, and they already have the man up field.
The kick from midfield comes right to Reed. That one lifted off the foot of Stephen Mackian. Foot race for the ball on the left side. And Sherman has to come racing out to keep it away from Winarski. Here comes Evan McDonald up the far side. Chips it into the middle. Guerra waiting, trying to give it back to McDonald. McDonald with a shot, and he scores! Tic-tac-toe, and the Seahawks lead 3-0.
Well, that was quite the run by McDonald. He had the ball attached to his shoe as he had to turn around to lose a defender. As soon as he does, he gives and he goes, and he does not miss once he gets the ball back. And the Seahawks have a commanding 3-0 lead early on here.
Three nothing. With under 29 minutes to play here in the first half. Ball played back to Casey Kelly. And we get a whistle, and the official now chatting with Nick Lawrence of the Amcats. Not sure what that was about. Him and Guerra were close by. I didn't see much physical contact. It could have been maybe something more verbal happening out on the field.
That's probably the likely option, a whistle off the ball for sure. It was a conversation had, but other than that, we do not know.
McDonald chip to Hilby. Into the middle to Guerra. Guerra back to Hilby. Sends it to the far bar. And a collision there with Sherman and Winarski. And Sherman a little shaken up. And that'll stop the clock momentarily. Sherman to his feet. And head athletic trainer for the Salve Regina, David Cox, will come out to chat with Sherman. He tries to walk off the contact.
Now it's a tough ball for Sherman to play, right in an awkward position in between the Seahawk attacker and himself. He has to go out and respect it.
Third goal of the season for McDonald. In the Seahawks season opener, he scored 2 on a regular run-of-the-mill goal. The second one was on a PK. He actually had 2 chances at the PK that day. Triple team comes on the near side. McDonald can't keep it in play. Sylvester Ofori had it poked away from him, and now Isaiah Battle lobs it in towards Nick Lawrence. Him and Guerra tangle. Lawrence gets the return pass, trying to chase it down. Stepping up to it is Davies. Left out at midfield. Adeye races up to it, angling towards midfield, plays it across to the far side. Out to challenge there is Winarski, who pokes it out towards the scores table. Sundell sprinting up the far side. Sundell racing away from everyone. Now in the corner. Lobs it out. And a shot just kind of squibbed off the foot of Hilby. It is grabbed by Sherman. Again, great speed and hustle there from Dana Sundell. Ball comes all the way back to Casey Kelly. McDonald trying to play it down the line for Hilby. Goes out of play. Adeye His pass headed away by Costantino. Amcats looking to throw in from the far side. Costantino there to deny it again. Send it out of play. Throw in for Jared Schuster from the far touchline. Guerra. And Reed coming out to grab that loose ball. That one came awkwardly off the foot of Guerra back towards his own net. Good awareness there by Reed. Here's a kick to the far side. Drive is off the hands of Sherman. And a corner here for Salve. And it looks like Sam Winarski will be the one.
Yeah, look to see where Evan McDonald lines up on this corner kick. They're going to want to utilize his height here.
Right side, far shot, they score! One-timer from Dana Sundell.
That was quite the shot there from Sundell. Ball placed right on his foot as he's moving towards the near bar. The defenders converge towards the net. And Sundell has plenty of space to volley it top shelf into the back of the net.
That one happened in a flash. 4-0 Salve Regina. Ball rolling towards the mouth of the goal. And the Amcats there to deflect it out of play. More heavy pressure from Salve Regina.
Yeah, and it comes off of a turnover once again. Seahawks are able to just receive the ball facing the attacking net time and time again today. And they are making the most out of their opportunities as they win a corner kick off of that turnover.
Now Evan McDonald again, this time in the left side, drives it towards the goal. And it's blocked in front and goes off to the side of the cage. Goal kick here for the Amcats. Salve with a 4-0 lead. Here's McDonald at midfield. His pass is denied. Back to Casey Kelly. Heads it back to McDonald, who wants to chip it back to Davies, who's going to have to run back for it in his own territory. Davies on the ground, out to midfield. Ventura turning. Winarski looking to sprint up the right side. Winarski trying to turn the corner, trying to play it in front, and it's saved by Sherman. McDonald steps right in front of that pass and rips it away. Looking to lay it into the middle towards Sindel, and he's tripped up.
McDonald able to just keep the Amcats off him with his long reach. Spins around two defenders and helps the Seahawks draw the foul here. And we'll see what they do on this free kick. They went short last time. But Hilby is alone on the outside as of right now. So we'll see what they come up with here.
Medeiros and Ventura both out there near the ball. Looks like it will be Medeiros to drive it towards the net. His right-footed kick on a line, and he scores! Just out of the reach of Sherman. And it's 5-0.
Medeiros puts just the right amount of bend on that ball for the distance that he had on it. That ball moved a lot right into the bottom left corner.
First goal of the year for Medeiros. Can't ask for a better first half for Salve Regina if you're head coach Craig O'Rourke. 5-0 with still 23 minutes to play here in the first half. Hilby. McDonald wanted to play into space. Medeiros in a crowd. Guerra looking to turn and run. Wanted to feed it towards Sundell, who was streaking up the field. Now Medeiros with the left foot, playing it into the near corner, and puts enough touch on that for Hilby to slow up to it. Hilby keeps it alive, stumbling down the left side. It's poked away from him, out of play. The Seahawks will keep it.
Looks like this free kick will be a shorter corner kick, basically, as they don't have much of an angle. We'll see how the Seahawks set up for this one, as they do have two on the ball right now.
And will be McDonald with the kick. Liner in front, touch towards the goal, punched in on the weak side by Kelly. Or he's called offside. Head coach Craig O'Rourke unhappy. Not sure whether that's with Kelly being offside or the call.
I don't know if he was yelling about the offsides. I think he was trying to get the Seahawks to get back and defend and stop worrying about the call. As the Amcats were ready to start up quickly, they could have had an opportunity to catch the Seahawks off guard there.
Here's Hilby looking for the hat trick, trying to pooch it on the goal and sneak it past Sherman on the right side, and it's booted out of play.
Yeah, Sherman does a good job of just getting big. He's put in a tough situation there, but he makes the most of it.
McDonald to Hilby, knocked away from him there. Lawrence for the Amcats, gives it away to Casey Kelly, quickly back into the midfield. Ventura back to Constantino. Winarski trying to make his move around Battle. Still Winarski. And we will get a sub here for Salve. Dana Sundell will come off and get a well-deserved rest. He's been flying all over the field.
Rightfully so. He has the ability to turn a soccer game into a track meet, as we saw a couple minutes ago with his hustle.
Ball flicked back out to midfield. Seahawks have spent the majority of this game in the attacking zone. Amcats really having trouble possessing the ball and getting through the Seahawk defense.
And it's because of the high-pressure Seahawk defense. They're able to take advantage of the first touch of the Amcats and win a ball.
Kelly called for the foul. 25-2 the shot advantage. Seahawks with 15 shots on goal. They've scored on a third of their shots on the net. McDonald up the right side. Running under it is Winarski. Sprinting towards the goal. And it's poked away from him from behind. And a corner coming here for Salve.
Yeah, it looked as though Winarski was aiming for that 6-yard box. He had a white jersey just hanging on the edge of it. The MCats are able to just deflect it out of bounds and force yet another corner kick for Salve Regina.
Kick driven in front. Back shot is stopped by Sherman. That was Medeiros kind of with the behind the back shot off his heel. And Sherman got a piece of that one. And another corner coming for Salve.
Quick reaction time there by Sherman. And for the way Medeiros took that shot, he got a lot of power on it as well.
McDonald drives it to the net, hopped on the cage, and grabbed by Sherman. Seahawks now have to sprint back defensively. Long kick from Sherman. Davies trying to shield it. Reed had it for a moment and now covers it up. And it's been a pretty easy day for Nate Reed. Got to sit back and, as best he can, stare through the setting sun and see what his offense has done for him. Seahawks moving right to left in this half into the sun. Normally you talk about in most sports you want to go north-south, not east-west. Well, on this field you do want to go east-west. McDonald has it chipped away. Back out to midfield. We have a whistle. And we'll get a kick here from Sherman. Good 15 yards out of his goal. He'll just roll it to his defense on the near side. Hilby intercepts the pass. Drops it back off for Medeiros. Poked back to Hilby. Into the middle now, McDonald. Down the left side. Chasing after it is Guerra. Guerra has it ripped free. Medeiros steps in front of a pass and then gets tumbled over from behind. Christopher Dunn going right over the back of Medeiros, and he reaches back and gives him a little tap saying, "I'm sorry." Winarski called offside on the right side.
Yeah, the idea was there, but Winarski just jumped ahead.
Medeiros able to poke it to McDonald. Knocked away from him by Jakari Collins. Back to McDonald. Turns. Feeds to Hilby. Left side. Hilby back to McDonald. Two of them change places. McDonald looking to cut middle. McDonald with an angle towards the net. His shot is blocked. Now off and running and getting tripped up and drawing the foul call is Hezekiah Adeye. Reigning GNAC rookie and player of the week. He had 12 points last weekend. Scored a goal in the contest against Curry. And then he scored 5 times in his next game. Scored all 5 goals. Ball rolls off Hilby's foot out at midfield. Chip down the left side, and Adeye trying to run under it now. Drives it on the net and fires it wide. One of the few good scoring opportunities here for the Amcats in the first half.
That was quite the shot there. Very powerful, but just not accurate enough. A rather difficult angle for Adeye as he's going to be subbed off here, it looks like.
Hilby gets subbed off for the Seahawks. And he's got some fans here on the sideline. Guerra chipping it left side. Lasky then gets upended. Guerra. Touch back to Medeiros. Guerra again in the middle. Turns. Moves it left side. Taken by Evan Lasky. Lasky dribbles his way free. Lasky down the middle, has it poked away. Back out to midfield. Ventura there to knock it away. Costantino back to Ventura. Trying to slide it across to the left side. Picked off by Sylvester Afori. Given right back to Medeiros. Drives it forward down the left side. Lasky settles it. Turning now for a shot, and they score again. Corey Urban. And that makes it 6-0.
The Seahawks going aerial on that one as Lasky took a touch. It rolled just a little bit away from him. That doesn't matter because it rolled right to Urban, who is able to just turn around, get it on net. And the shot will convert, as it has 6 times today for the Seahawks.
A very impressive first half here for Salve Regina. I'm sure you can hear at home the communication between the Seahawk players while they're on the near side here, closer to our mics. Very well connected. Here's Winarski again, sprinting down the right side and sails it too high for Lasky. Ventura to the far side. Winarski. Ball kicked out to midfield. Costantino trying to feed it on the far side. And it's out of play. Ball lobbed towards the net and off the side of the goal. 6-0 Salve Regina. Seahawks out shooting the Amcats 30-3, 19-1 in shots on goal. And that one shot that was on frame for the Amcats was off a kick, a free kick from just over midfield. That was an easy save for Nate Reed to make. Medeiros to Lasky. Lasky chips it to Urban in the corner. On the ground now. Loose out high. Guerra can't get to it. Sent away and chased down by Medeiros now. Back out near midfield. Costantino. Winarski into a double team. Poked free from him. Seahawks will throw in from the far side and we'll get another sub. Seahawks are 28-2-1 all time against Anna Maria. They've won 4 in a row in the series, and the losses and the single tie all happened up in Paxton on the MCAT's home field. Seahawks very much in control of this one. And it's basically just a blitz attack. Seahawks scored very quickly out of the gates and have not let up the pressure.
They've been able to just keep the ball in the attacking part of the field.
And we're going to get a foul called here against Salve. That was Costantino playing up into the field and giving a little forearm shiver to an AMCAT back. Free kick here for Anna Maria from its own territory. And the ball will bounce all the way up to Reed, who will hold it and roll it to Casey Kelly. Kelly through to Medeiros. Turning around, Aldana at midfield. Now up the right side, Urban shouldered off the ball. Ball goes out of play and will belong to Anna Maria.
I think there might be a foul called there. There's a little contact towards the end of that play along the far sideline.
And once again, the ball will bounce right to Reed. Reed holding on to the ball. And now we'll drive it forward. Reed has had the best seat in the house for Salve so far through this game. Dancing on the near side and feeding it out in front was Manusis. Medeiros out high, chipping it into the middle to Pat Haggerty. Pass is fanned on, and the ball rolls right to Medeiros. Now Guerra. Wanted to have a little give and go there with Manusis. Guerra now takes it left side. Leaves it in the corner for Lasky. Lasky wanted to try and move to his right and cut towards the net. Instead, Jakari Collins knocks it out of play. Ball touched in front for a shot and a save made by Sherman. That was Haggerty, a sophomore from Weymouth, Mass. Davies heads it forward. On the far side, Christian Aldana trying to move it forward, and he's called for a foul. 6-0, the Salve Regina lead. Second home game of the year for Salve. They'll play 4 of their first 5 at home. Cats will throw in from the near touchline. Jakari Collins lobs it in towards Matthew Pearl. Ripped away there by Haggerty. Back out to Medeiros at midfield. Guerra. Medeiros moves it left side, out high now for Casey Kelly. Down the line towards Lasky and knocked out of play by Collins. Lasky will throw in from the near touch line, left side. Lasky into a crowd, lost the ball. Collins can't keep it in play, and the Seahawks will retain it. Collins and Brian Gonzalez not on the same page there. Medeiros. Haggerty. Back to Medeiros. Being ridden by Ryan Demaral. Ball out of play on the far side. Seahawks will throw in. .11:44 and counting to go here in the first half. Casey Kelly chips it into the middle. Now Guerra trying to slide it down the left side. That's intercepted, and Guerra just able to jump right back into the frame and take the ball away. Guerra still dancing with it on the near side. Plays it back to Casey Kelly. Kelly moves it up the field left side. Warshaw trying to chase after it. And it's knocked away out of play by the Amcats. Bounce in front. All the way out high now for Medeiros. Circling along the near side. Able to thread the needle across the field. Back into the middle. Haggerty trying to chip it into space. And that's picked off by the Amcats. Off and running with it is Matthew Pearl. Davies stepping in front of Ryan Demerol. Sends it back up the field. Ball chipped on the goal and then lost and then rolled off the puck and in. Oh my goodness.
And that was a tough ball rolling in on Sherman. He's unable to handle it, and the Seahawks get rewarded for crashing that there.
And we'll give you a look at the replay. Urban with his second, and Sherman just can't handle it, and it squirts past him. Banks off the post and in. And it's 7-0. Everything going the Seahawks' way here in the first half. Foot race down the near touchline. Not able to get to the ball was Christopher Dunn. It'll be a throw in deep in the corner for Casey Kelly. He gives it away. Dunn with it. Settled down out high. Trying to turn is Gonzalez. Kelly. Now Davies heads it forward. Medeiros back to Davies. Drives it out to midfield. Bounce towards Haggerty. Slid across to Costantino. Warshaw. Chips it to Medeiros. Lasky near side. Flicks it to Urban. Haggerty trying to turn. Got tied up, lost the ball. Taken by Matthew Pearl. Pearl and Haggerty now jousting over midfield. Pearl will turn around, find some daylight, and we get a whistle. And that'll do it for the first half. Well, you can't ask for much more if you're Salve Regina. 7-0 here in the first half. Ryan, what are your thoughts on how this game has unfolded so far? An offensive explosion for Salve.
Yeah, the Seahawks really set the tone in the beginning. They were able to just keep the ball on the right side of the field if you are the Seahawks, meaning it's staying in Anna Maria territory. They're able to just create the turnovers and send the ball to the net, and it's worked out well for the Seahawks so far.
7-0 at halftime. We will take a break and then be back here from Toppa Field in Newport, Rhode Island. You're watching Salve Regina and Anna Maria College on the Salve Athletics Network. We have reached halftime. We'll be back. Welcome back to Toppa Field here in Newport, Rhode Island. Salve Regina leading Anna Maria 7-0 here as we start the second half. Seahawks outshot the Amcats 32-3 in that first half. And the ball just continued to bounce their way in the first half. Andrew Pizzelli alongside Ryan Costa bringing you the call. We'll see what the Amcats can do here out of halftime. Adeye rips it free, trying to dance left side. If anybody's going to get something going here for the Amcats, it will be him. 6 goals last weekend. 5 in one game. Which earned him GNAC Rookie and Player of the Week. Ball bouncing into Amcat territory. Headed out to midfield. Medeiros dancing along the near side. Plays it back to McDonald. Who chips it forward right to the goalie. And Sherman will hold on to it. Amcat's now working from right to left. Straight into the setting sun. Didn't give the Seahawks much trouble going that way. Ball lost out of play right in front of the Seahawk bench. Now, Ryan, as a player, is it easier or is it harder in games like this where it's 7-0 right now, and if you're out there on the field for Salve to stay focused and play well? Is it easier to play because you're playing loose because you've got the lead, or because you have a lead, especially a large one like this, you can tend to lose focus?
Yeah, I mean, it depends on the mentality you have when you take the field. Is it, all right, we're going to try to complete X amount of passes in a row? Are we going to keep going at the net? Or are we just going to stay back and play defense? It all depends, I think. I think obviously the one that would make you lose the focus most is just playing defense, because you've been going hard offensively all game and you're just going to switch it up. So I think if the Seahawks can just try to keep possession and sit on the ball, if you will, because their passing has been it's been right on the money all game long, and it looks like they're about to show this off here with Evan McDonald in midfield.
Medeiros tripped up by Adeye. And the Seahawks quickly play it up and then throw down on the near side. Winarski and Nick Lawrence. A little bit of jawing. I think we'd expect that out of the Amcats right now. They've been physical most of this game. Ooh, Medeiros took that one up high.
Definitely a miscommunication there.
Throwing for Winarski on the near side. Lawrence trying to come and take it away from McDonald. The Amcats have been up to the physical challenge, I'd say, of the Seahawks, but we've seen the Seahawks with their passing and their speed have been a step ahead so far this game. Medeiros loses it in the corner. This will be a goal kick here for Sherman. Kick sails out to midfield. Medeiros trying to head it. A little too much contact there with Ryan Tedesco. Nearly 5 minutes gone here in the second half. Goal kick after the foul. Free kick, excuse me. And it deflects out of play. Jared Schuster will toss it in from the near touchline left side. Headed towards the goal. Medeiros will grab it, survey the field. Near side. Medeiros trying to get it back. Lost out high. Casey Kelly intercepts. And then trying to strike one down the left side, looking for Guerra. Knocked out of play by Sylvester Ofori. Medeiros spins it to the near side. Costantino to Evan McDonald. Costantino. Winarski tied up and lost it. Costantino now chips it away from Adeye.
Yeah, the MCats using the near sideline to help them out on defense, and they're able to win the ball twice from the Seahawks there.
Costantino will throw in from the near touchline. Lob towards Sundell. Sundell now up the near side, a little bit of space. Sundell crosses it in front. It deflects off a player in front. That was Gauette. And it comes back out high. Sundell takes it away for the Seahawks. And a foul call here against Salve.
It was a risky play in front there by Goyette. Certainly caught the keeper off guard, and you run the risk of deflecting the ball in your own net when you stand right in front of it like that, but it turned out beneficial to the MCats.
Casey Kelly looking around, chases down a ball, trying to keep it away from Isaiah Battle. Feeds it up the far touchline. McDonald around the official. Plays it to the near side. Costantino. Freely to Winarski. Touched into space. Looking to turn and run with it now is Urban in stride left side. Trying to play it back in front, and it's deflected away. That was Dylan Sock sprinting down the far sideline. Trying to set up that play in front. Ball played into the box and then walked out of trouble by the Amcats. Moved out by Ryan Tedesco. Lawrence up the near side. Working against Winarski, trying to feed it through the legs. Can't get it to go. Medeiros. Push from behind. No call that time. Here's Tedesco. Trying to feed it into Lawrence's corner. Knocked away by Costantino. .35-50 and counting to go in the second half. Reed able to read that one. Hands off to Casey Kelly, who drives it up the far side. Medeiros and Adeye fighting for it. Ball will roll right to Casey Kelly. And all day for him to survey the field and drive it up for Evan McDonald. Ball ripped away from him, and Amcats will play it back to the keeper. Sundell trying to jump in front of the kick. Costantino along the near side now. Rips it up to Winarski. Roll out of play. Amcats will throw in. Winarski heads it away. Guerra trying to settle it down on the near side. Into space, read well. And deflected away from McDonald by Mackian. Medeiros at midfield. Now McDonald. Winarski sprinting. Couldn't get his foot on the ball. It goes out of play. And it will be Salve ball. And the throw-in will have to be halted. As we're going to get a sub here. Lasky will come on to get Winarski.
Yeah, and Winarski just fought hard to keep the ball for Salve. Sprinted up to prevent the first touch and then caused a series of deflections right along the sideline.
Adeye trying to play it to himself. Trying to go 1-on-4. And he turns it over to Casey Kelly. Lawrence up the left side, trying to play it in front. Loose ball. And a foul here against Lawrence. Coming with 33-15 and counting to go in the second half. Medeiros upended after the kick. Sock trying to harass Afori on the far side. Ball comes back into the midfield. Tedesco. And the Seahawks will get the ball back.
Amcats trying to get the ball down below, but the ball just kept rolling there on the turf.
Lasky trying to play it to himself. Tugged from behind, and he'll draw a foul. We had a very physical first half, especially early on. Felt the officials were really letting both teams play, but I think now with the lopsided score, the officials are going to be a lot quicker with their whistles to try and avoid any extracurricular. Ventura up the left side, stumbling, and he's tripped up from behind. And just as predicted, we get a card. And it looks like they gave the yellow card to Matthew Pearl. McDonald trying to strike it in front, out in front again. Sundell denied by Sherman.
McDonald had a ways to go to get to that ball, tries to get it on net, instead it'll go to Sundell. But Sherman did a good job of tracking that ball on that Seahawk attack.
Adeye trying to go 1-on-5 was denied by Owen Kraft. Now here's Guerra along the near side. Two men come to find him. Guerra will roll it back to McDonald. Trying to cut and spin his way into the middle. Back to Sundell. Wanted to give it back to McDonald. Knocked away by the MCats. Ball rolls back to Medeiros. He's tripped up. No call that time. Costantino. Lasky. Medeiros. Stumbling. Gets it through to Guerra. Guerra angling to his right. Poked free from him. Tedesco. Drops it back to Schuster. Sock pressuring forward from behind. Seahawks come to double. And the ball fed back towards the goal. Sherman bobbled it. Sundell was sprinting there. But eventually, Sherman was able to cover it up for Anna Maria. Lasky tripped up. Seahawks will just quickly put it back into play. 29:45 to go in the second half. Seahawks in control of this one. McDonald picking his way across the field. Now plays it up the left side. Guerra angling middle, lets it rip. It goes off Sundell. Back out to Guerra, who juggles it in the air. Guerra again. Lost it out high. Racing across is Lasky. And kept in play. Adeye and Costantino battling for it. Guerra and Lawrence along with Tedesco. Ball into the middle and given away to Pearl for Anna Maria. And he'll drop it back off to Schuster. Mackin. Afori on the far side. Into the middle to Caleb Wu. Back to Schuster. Plays it down the line. Adeye. And it goes off his foot. Out of play. This will be a goal kick here for Reed.
Yeah, ball was just a little bit behind Adeye there. He tries to do something with it as he's in a sprint there with Costantino.
Kick from Reed. Sails out to midfield. Back to Casey Kelly. Kelly again. Across to Costantino. Medeiros. Up the far side. And offside is Dylan Sock. Evan McDonald. Into space to Lasky. Trying to cut back to his left, gives it back to McDonald. McDonald with space, crosses it into the middle. And it's knocked away from Sundell, who was waiting there out high. Ventura has his pass poked away. Brian Gonzalez racing up the far side is met by Noah Medeiros. (37-3). The advantage in shots for Salve Regina, 24-1 in shots on goal. That one shot on goal that Reed had to face was off a free kick from midfield, and it was a very easy save to make. Casey Kelly steps up to take it away. Sock Waiting on the far side. Moves it into Medeiros. Triple team comes there. Ventura picking his way forward, trying to hop around one man. And he draws a foul. Free kick here for Salve Regina. Medeiros will be the one to take it. Quickly strikes it on the net, and it goes wide. He scored a beautiful goal earlier in this game off a free kick. More subs coming onto the field now for Anna Maria. As we tick towards 25 minutes to play. And just under 25 minutes to go. Ball bouncing left side. Warshaw heading it towards Sundell, who mistimes his kick. And it goes out of play.
Good vision by McDonald. See Warshaw all the way on the other side of the field. He gets him the ball. And Warshaw a little bit too selfless there, as he could have had a shot on net. But he decided to feed the two other Seahawks crashing in.
Costantino. Lasky. Now McDonald. Casey Kelly. As it deflected out of play, Seahawks will throw in from the far touchline. Looped in towards McDonald. Guerra. Down the left side, in front, McDonald waiting on the doorstep in a crowd. And it's fed back out high and can be taken away by the Amcats. Tanaka Maurike had it for a moment, was sprinting out to midfield. Seahawks, though, dump it right back in. And will make the Amcats work from their goal out. And Noah Medeiros is going to get subbed out. He hands off the captain's sleeve to Evan McDonald as he's replaced by John Reichert. Foul against the Seahawks. Free kick here for Simon Berry, junior from Londonderry, New Hampshire. He drives it forward, headed first by Salve. Sundell tracking it down. Sent towards the goal and well wide. Reed will come out and field it. And toss over to the near side. Casey Kelly dribbling it forward. Sends it long for Sundell. Was able to run under it before the goal line. Trying to cross it out to Guerra. Heads it towards the goal. In front, Lasky, who was down on all fours. Just able to get back to his feet. Was not able to get to the ball. And it's back out at midfield.
Looked like Lasky and Schuster just collided inadvertently in the 6-yard box, just trying to look at the ball.
Lasky waiting. Gives it to Reichert. Sundell trying to sneak it through on the left side to Warshaw. Jakari Collins still going up the far side. And the Seahawks poke it back. All around the near side now, Costantino. McDonald turns it away from his man, Lasky. Back to McDonald. Out to Guerra. McDonald to Lasky, and he's pushed down from behind. Head coach Craig O'Rourke shouting instructions to his team. Doesn't matter that it's 7-0, still wants his guys to do the right things. Ball knocked away and can't be kept in on the far side.
Plenty of Seahawks warming up behind the bench
You
at the
just
moment.
stole the words from my mouth. I was about to say a whole host of Seahawks. I think we're going to get a big-time sub coming here in a minute.
Could call it a line change, the amount of players that they have going on.
Guerra tied up, and he's fouled in the box. And this is going to be a penalty kick for Guerra. Guerra drives it on the net, and he scores. His second goal of the year, and that makes it 8-0.
Yeah, Guerra beat him with power there. As Sherman guessed correctly, he guessed on the lower left side. But it does not matter as the Seahawks increase their lead.
Schuster on the near side. Lasky deflects it out of play into the crowd. Ball rolling on the net. Reed came out for a moment, and the Seahawks feed it out of play. Tanaka Marike. Seahawks now will throw in from their far touchline. 18-19 to go here in the second half. Marike couldn't control it, and it rolls right to the keeper. And new in net for Salve, Troy Maurer, freshman from Lisbon, Connecticut. It's his first action of the season. Reed and Seth Wallens had gotten the other starts for the Seahawks. Reed got the start here this afternoon, and he's replaced by Maurer here for the final 18 minutes. Lasky has it slip away from him, and this will be a corner here for Salve. McDonald will take it.
Looks like Dana Sundell will come off on this corner kick.
McDonald to the net, trying to go to the far side, and that one is deflected out of play. McDonald touches it back to Lasky. Near side McDonald. Back to Lasky. Has Reicher at midfield. All the way across now to Casey Kelly. Kelly trying to spin it in front, looking for Haggerty. Guerra trying to get to the ball. Lifted back out to midfield. Headed into space. Waiting Kelly. Sends it up the far side and out of play. .14:28 to go here in the second. Seahawks leading 8-0. Warshaw comes from behind to steal the ball. And then the ball lost out of play. And I think a foul as well. And it goes against Anna Maria. 39-4 the shot advantage for Salve Regina in the game. The record, or the most shots in a game in Seahawk history, is 42. Seahawks have not been as aggressive offensively here in this second half as they were in the first. As you said, Ryan, just trying to build their way up the field and keep possession in the attacking third.
And they've done a good job of that for the full 90 minutes today. We haven't quite reached full 90, but up until this point, they've been able to really hold possession of the ball and just work the attacking zone.
Ball lobbed for McDonald. He spins it towards the goal, and that'll go wide. And one by one, most of the Seahawks starters are being subbed out by head coach Craig O'Rourke II. I think we'll see. We already saw Medeiros come off. Won't be long before we see guys like Lasky, Guerra, and McDonald come off. And right on cue, here comes McDonald to the sideline. And he hands off the captain's cuff to Lasky. I think it comes to Lasky because there's no more captains left on the field, but he is the senior member of this team.
Right, yeah, he's been around this team for a while. Kelly, Medeiros, and McDonald all presumably have the rest of the day off. So as you said, Lasky's seniority will give him the armband for the rest of this one.
Missed time last year. And came back for the fifth year. Here's Haggerty sprinting forward into space, drives it on the goal. And I think getting a piece of that one was Sherman. That's 41 shots now in the game. Headed in front. That was Guerra sending it towards the front. And then that's Warshaw who heads it wide.
Yeah, Warshaw just got under that ball. It was a little too high for him. So instead of going over the ball and heading it down, he stayed under it, and the ball went over the bar.
And that header makes it 42 shots in the game, tying a Seahawk record. As we tick towards 10 minutes to play and a lot more reserves on the field, I think we might see that aggressiveness pick up a little bit. You get guys who haven't seen as much time, want to go out there and make a play.
Absolutely. You want to go out there and show Coach O'Rourke that you want more time.
Enrique had been knocked down, was looking for a call, didn't get it. Haggerty has it fed away from him. Loose again at midfield, near side now. Aldana turns around Lasky. Sprints up ahead. Aldana into space. Has an angle left side, puts on the brakes. Wants to turn back out high, working 1-on-3. And eventually the ball is knocked away and lifted back out to Amcats territory. Sherman headed forward into the corner. Manousos trying to track it down. Lost out of play. And this will be a corner, I believe. We got another whole host of subs coming out onto the field. And it will be Haggerty to place the corner. Kick spun towards the goal. Lost out to the near side. Looking to turn and fire it. And it deflected out. That's Taborga for Salve Regina. And we'll have another corner now on the near side, and Lasky will be the one to take it. Lasky's kick all the way out high. And played back out to midfield. Haggerty has it run off his foot, able to sprint back and recover and get the ball. Haggerty looking to chip it left side, couldn't get it through. Now taken back by the Amcats. And then a big collision. And no call there. Going down to the ground was Mararique again. Taborga lost out of play. 7:28 to play in the second half and counting. Seahawks well in the driver's seat to improving to 2-0-1.
Yeah, the light's just coming on now here at Toppa Field as the sun goes down.
Very picturesque evening here in Newport, Rhode Island. Gorgeous weather. Cool and dry. Lasky leaves it into the corner. Casey Lang trying to run under it, and the Seahawks are called offside. Haggerty leaves it for Lasky near side. Lasky playing it into the middle. Looking to turn with it now is Reichert. Reichert looking to spin it in front, left side. Hilby just pops it up out of play. And this will be a goal kick for the MCATs. The Salve Regina Department of Athletics, in conjunction with the Office of Alumni, Parent, and Family Programs, has announced the Seahawk Athletic Hall of Fame class for 2019. Comprising the Hall of Fame's 12th induction class are Andy Andrade, Caitlin Burrell-Haskell, John Picazzi, and Brian Shanley. The 2019 Seahawk Athletic Hall of Fame induction and brunch will take place at 12 p.m. on Sunday, October 6th, as part of Fall Festival weekend. Seats for this year's brunch are $25 per person, free for children under the age of 5 and those interested. In attending the ceremony should register by September 27th at salve.edu/fall festival. Here's Haggerty trying to split the defense right side. He's tripped up and fouled.
We'll win a penalty out of that.
Second PK of the afternoon. And I think they're going to have Hilby take it. Hilby will be the one taking the penalty kick. Drives it towards the goal, and he scores. Got Sherman leaning to his left, and he'll be fired to the right.
Salve goal, number 18, Evan Hilby.
And not only that, that's a hat trick for Hilby. And he really got things rolling here for the Seahawks early on.
That's right. He made a couple good runs towards the net and was rewarded early on. And he'll finish it off. Finish the hat trick off with the penalty kick just now.
Right,
9-0. And a new record for shots on goal, shots in a game, 43 shots for Salve Regina. Shot from way out wide, in on the goal. That one off the foot of Sylvester Afori. And it's grabbed by Maurer. His kick sails over midfield. As we close in on 4 minutes to play here in this one. Musco to Lasky. It's deflected away from him, out of play. Seahawks who will throw in from the near side. Lasky trying to spin it to Haggerty. Deflects towards the goal, and Sherman is going to clean it up. "17 saves in the game for Sherman, but he has faced 26 shots on goal and 43 shots overall. Seahawks have spent most of the day in the MCATs side of the field. Warshaw trying to poke it free. Haggerty at midfield. Looking to turn. Drives it down the left side. And the ball will roll into the corner and be kept in play. And poked out of play. Seahawks will throw in quickly to Haggerty. Ripped from him. And now the MCATs will try and break back up the field. Send it long and deep. trying to hit Mararique. Knocked out of play, and another throw-in coming for the Amcats. Two minutes to play here at Toppa. And that is all that separates the Seahawks from remaining unbeaten on the season. Seahawks took control of this one early and never looked back. Ball up the left side. Sock couldn't control it. Sent out of play. And he will throw it in on the far side. Final minute. Seahawks will improve to 2-0-1 on the year. Anna Maria, meanwhile, their record will fall to even at 2-2. And just everything went the Seahawks' way here in this game. Ball bounces out high. And a shot on the goal and a save made by Sherman.
Great placement there by Brendan Coyle on the shot. A good save there by Sherman, able to get all the way up and tip that ball over the bar.
Seahawks do have a corner here in the final 5 seconds. Taking it is Hilby, played in front, chipped towards the goal, over the crossbar, and that is how the game will end. The Seahawks do what they need to do. They come in here, and they leave no doubt here against Anna Maria. They win this one 9-0. Ryan, what is your takeaway from this game?
Well, the Seahawks came in, and they were able to just keep the field tilted. They kept the ball in the Amcats zone for a majority of this game. They ended up manufacturing a lot of turnovers, which transfers into a lot of opportunity on net. And as you said, they set a record in shots today. I believe it's because of those turnovers that they were able to just keep the ball in the zone and keep sending the ball toward the Amcat net. And they were able to come out with a commanding victory here today.
As I said, they improved to 2-0-1. They remain unbeaten on the season. Anna Maria 2-2 on the year. Next up for Salve Regina, 2 straight home games. They'll have played 3 in a row at home. At the end of that, they played Anna Maria here tonight. UMass Dartmouth on the 11th, and then next Saturday at noon on Reynolds, the Seahawks will host UMass Boston in a big non-conference matchup. I'd like to thank our entire staff and production crew, Chris Ryan, helping to provide live statistics here tonight. Your camera work from Madison Ugaitis. I'd like to thank Ryan Costa for joining me on this broadcast, and I'd like to thank you for joining and listening with us here tonight. Once again, your final Salve Regina 9, Anna Maria 0. I am Andrew Pizzelli. Have a good night, everyone.